Josh here, the Wargaming Noob, and I'm going to show off a project that I have that actually covers a wide breadth of what I do in terms of my hobbying. I am focusing currently for this video on some scale modeling, so that'll touch base with my scale modeling channel, but I'm also covering this as part of my bolt action firefight 1/35th scale project. So at the beginning of this year, before a number of things happened to impede my progress through this, I started a project using bolt action as the rules for the game and 1/35th scale models and figures from Tamiya and other manufacturers. And this is part of that. In the case of bolt action firefight is the version 2 skirmish rules for bolt action. An idea from one of my colleagues, JVC Paints, gonna tag him below, recommended that I try to do bolt action in this scale. The figures are fantastically detailed and might lend itself well to being filled. So that was the project, and that was the direction I was going. In terms of scale modeling, this also ramped up my collection of scale models that I'm going to use for that project. So that said, we have just kind of like a vignette. This is actually a set from Masterbox. It is the German checkpoint with civilians. So as you can see, I have a couple painted figures here, 2 German Feldgendarmerie, and then the civilians that are trying to get past this checkpoint. You could say I kind of have it staged in a vignette, actually marked off, because I will be creating this as a piece of terrain and all that, as well as a vignette, but mostly for part of the narrative campaign that I'll be doing for the bolt action 3rd edition firefight with 1/35th scale figures. So that said, I kind of want to talk about what I'm going to do with this. But before we do that, we'll take a look at the figures. And if you haven't seen any previous videos I've actually shown these off, but not by themselves. So, as you can see, here's a Feldgendarmerie, basically a military police for the Germans of the time. And he's got his German Shepherd right there. You see I have them on basis because I will be using these as gaming pieces rather than just display pieces. So, okay. Here is the officer. And these came out pretty well. I do enjoy painting World War II miniatures because the color scheme and the modeling isn't as ornate as like sci-fi or fantasy. All right, so the last set of figures I have here are the civilians. I decided to put them on a larger base and putting them together because they just will not be individual little pieces, gaming pieces for the board. More so, these are like high value target, or like just something that is there as a set piece, but can still be moved around should I, like in my narrative campaign, decide that there should be some value to these guys. I did base these in black, and then I did a 3-stage slap chop, starting with a dark gray to a light gray, and then finally to a pure white. Does look like it's kind of like they're in a black and white movie, but unfortunately for that, I will be painting these guys up, and then we will have them all completed. So that said, let me go to my chipboard here. So I got like a really piece of thin chipboard. The checkpoint came with the guardhouse, the boom, the arm with a boom, and then a tank obstacle. I have these X's here to denote where the figures will be for like just any photography or basically just anything in general, and also it fills out the space really well. So as you can see, as I place them back, there they are. Obviously, these lines here denote a dirt road or just a paved, it could be a paved road, it depends. And then I have marks where I have the stands or the bases for the boom arm and the guardhouse here. All right, so my goal is to create a vignette with this, with figures that I can remove. I may magnetize it so I could just like, because as you can see, I do have them on magnets. Okay, so they can just like stay there permanently, or not permanently, but like more secure. But this is really going to be a not only just a vignette, but a terrain piece for one of my campaigns that I will be filming for the 1/35 scale bolt action firefight. And the reason why I'm keeping it on this thin chipboard is because I do have neoprene and MDF boards that are components for terrain that would, you know, line up well with the width or the depth of the chipboard. I mean, once I have some more stuff on there, flocking, you know, gravel, all that stuff, it'll be a little bit thicker, but at least it will be, in terms of the game, like the same height of the rest of the neoprene and MDF terrain, like roads and stuff like that. So that is what I'm going to do. I still got to paint the civilians. I have to paint the arm here, the gate and the guardhouse, and then obviously work on the board itself to make it a piece of terrain. So yeah, that is what I'm planning to do. Hopefully I can get that done soon. Shouldn't take too long. Actually, painting these figures don't take very much time at all if you are invested in getting that done. I got a number of these done first couple months of the year. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and do all the fun stuff. If you haven't subscribed to me or followed me, go ahead and repost, reshare, comment down below. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this project. If you want to talk to me personally, you could join my Discord. I will have a link in the description below. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more bolt action 1/35 scale project from WarGamingNewb.